MedTech World today from Abu Dhabi Global Healthcare Week. And I have the pleasure to be with Mr. Michael representing CareSyntax. Thank you very much for being with us today.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here, and we are surrounded by a lot of innovation in a capital in the region, which is absolutely phenomenal, where we have a lot of thought leaders really pushing the boundaries of healthcare. So it's great to be with you as well and talk about the innovations that are happening here.
Indeed. Thank you very much. And one of the conversations we've been hearing the last 2 days is the approach of surgical before and now, when we have AI, data, and personalized medicine in the equation. So what's your view about it and how you see the region stepping into it?
We are fully aligned with that vision because this is really our day-to-day business. We are solely focusing on surgery with CareSyntax to make it smarter and safer and to help the patients and the caregivers when it matters most. But what we really have to understand is that technology in the healthcare setting, whether it is in surgery or other settings, is not there to replace. It is there to augment, to help the ones that are actually doing the really tough work to do it better, more efficient, safer, and really to free up time for the complex tasks that humans in that field can do, but let technology do what technology is good at. And that is, I think, even more relevant in surgery than any other field, simply because surgery is generating more than 50% of a hospital's revenue. So it's really the revenue driver, but it can also generate a lot of the costs if complications, risks are not being contained, and a lot of them are avoidable. But today they are not avoided because you have a lot of different data silos. So they need to be broken up. You have to enable the data flow along the entire surgery continuum to finally take informed decisions, to know what is really happening. And then you can really impact how surgical care is being provided.
Indeed. And in all of this approach, of course, government and private sector have a key role, correct? Abu Dhabi, how do you see their support towards this vision?
The support in Abu Dhabi is second to none. If we were to look behind us, we see the Health, Endurance, Longevity and Medicine cluster that was launched today here at the Abu Dhabi Global Healthcare. That is driven by the Department of Health, the Department of Economic Development and the Abu Dhabi Investment Office. The healthcare and life sciences strategy is absolute core on elevating the Emirates to next heights. And the ecosystem is so welcoming and forward-looking and forward-thinking that you have a regulator that understands what technology can enable, and rather than over-regulating, putting in the relevant safeguards, but at the same time enabling technologies to really show what is possible.
Is the regulatory landscape nowadays building this vision? Do you see walking in the same direction in a positive way, or do you see a gap in between?
It depends on what geographies you're looking at. If I were to take the European Union, I think navigating the regulatory landscape there is very difficult by now. You have a lot of different layers and verticals that are applicable if you were to have a solution that touches, for example, the patient pathway, that leverages technology. Then you have cloud as another one, AI as another one. It gets extremely complex. And yes, we have to make sure that in this field, which is, I think, the most precious thing for all of us is our health, it has to be safe. We can't toy around with patients' lives. But at the same time, we have to provide an environment in which innovation can also flourish. In the US, it is getting more lenient, and the FDA is actually currently regulating less than more than in the past, because they also want to see more of these innovations come into life. If we were to look at the region in particular, I think the UAE is at the forefront of that, followed by the other leading entities or leading governments in the region. The uniqueness about most of the governments here is they have a very clear vision for 2030 and beyond, which outlines the path on what should be attained. And that clearly cascades into a strategy, what needs to happen, and then what you have to execute. So there is a difference depending on the geography. I hope that helped.
Indeed, yes. Thank you very much, Michael, for accepting our invitation to be here. And hopefully we can see you in any of our future roadshows for MedTech World.
I'm pretty sure you will, and thank you very much for the time, the possibility to share a little bit of insight.
Thank you very much, Michael.
Take care.